Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 1813 Kilo is taking off runway 35 and will make a downwind departure to the south.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 615 turning left downwind 17 and departing the downwind on the 45 to the northeast. Have a good flight, Luscombe. Pierce.
Looks clear this way.
And Pierce County traffic 43 Mike is 5 to the east, planning to enter the left 45 for runway 17 Pierce.
Sounds like everybody wants to use 17.
Traffic at Pierce, Cessna 615 just departing the left 45, left downwind for 17 to the northeast. So keep an eye out for me. I'm about 1,200 departing the area. Roger, we're 2,000 and we're direct east, so probably no factor, 5 miles out. Sounds good.
I managed to keep it on the runway. That was not too terrible.
No, that was okay.
Yeah, I still feel nervous about that, but...
Well, you did. You kept it on the runway. And
yep.
You made proper corrections.
Yep.
Timely corrections.
Yep.
Everything's okay.
Yep. All right.
We'll turn left at 1,000 feet.
Okay. Okay, so a little bit lower than we were the other day.
Yeah. There's looks like there's quite a few clouds at the lower altitude.
Do you want to make the radio call?
Pierce County traffic, 43 Mike, be advised there's a Luscombe in the pattern, flying 3-5 pattern, just be advised.
Okay.
Okay, last call I heard, I thought he was departing to the south, but we'll be listening, thanks. Maybe he's staying, sorry.
And then, where should I level off here?
Yeah, we'll level at 1,200.
Okay.
Maintain 1,200 feet.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 615.
Let's not get any higher.
Northeast, departing the area north, Pierce. And Pierce County traffic, 43 Mike is 2.5 to the east, planning the left 45 for runway 17 Pierce.
Drop down just a hair. I got a little bit higher than you wanted me to.
Everybody seems to be wanting to fly 17, except for one guy entering a pattern for 3-5, other guy entering a pattern for 17.
Luscombe 1813 Kilo at Pierce County. Radio check, please.
I don't know.
Yeah, no one's hearing me.
Yeah. Could be your headset. Or it could be something to do with the intercom.
All right, I need to get that checked out. All right.
We'll just stay at 1,200 feet, and
then I guess we'll come around and land from the north, huh? If everybody else is doing that.
Well, we'll see what happens when there's no wind, so it doesn't matter.
Traffic 43 Mike's on a left downwind for runway 17 here.
Okay, there's a guy on 17.
All right, where do we want to head here?
Well,
keep
I'm
going?
just looking here. I think it's going to be better over that way.
Over there?
Yeah, down there around 200 degrees or so.
Yeah, all over there's that green fields there.
Yeah.
For those open fields.
Okay, hold this heading. You can practice a little bit of Dutch roll here while we're cruising along. You can do that anytime.
Okay, because you're supposed to keep going straight.
You're doing fine.
43 Mike's on the left base for runway 17 Pierce.
Oh, losing a little bit of...
The lead will a little bit with the rudder. That.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you're doing good.
I'm trying to experiment a little bit with different amounts of pressure. So
yeah,
here,
that's the way to do it.
Doing a little bit lighter here.
That's exactly the way you should be doing it.
Heavier this way, so I can get used to being coordinated no matter.
You coordinate the amount of aileron or rudder with the amount of aileron.
Right.
Use a lot of aileron pressure, you need a lot of rudder pressure.
Yeah.
And you can see by looking at the nose of the airplane, you can tell whether you got it right or not.
Yeah. All right. Yep, need to keep working on that. Not always quite on the money. And also keep my altitude level while I'm doing that.
Yep.
I'm not doing perfectly.
Well, we're down at 1,000 feet now.
Yeah, let me get us back up just a little bit, add a little power. Yep, I let off the rudder early there. Yeah. I guess you want to get to the point where automatically if you feed in aileron, your feet just magically give the correct amount of rudder in that direction, huh?
Yeah, let's turn 90 degrees to the right, and then we'll get out of the sun here.
Okay.
And we'll get some better visibility, then you can see what's out in front of you.
Yeah. Good, now we're back about 1,200.
Okay, let's make a left turn. We're getting kind of close to McCord.
Okay, it looks clear out there to the left to me. Oh, overshot a little bit.
Okay, let's go back to the east now.
Looks clear out that way. Yeah, it's not too bad out here.
Yeah. Okay, let's try climbing up to about 2,500 feet. We'll get above this first layer.
Okay.
Then we can avoid the high places.
A little bit slow.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll go across the field and go over to the east. Looks like there's some pretty open spots over that way.
Toward that rainbow there?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually now I'm even flying a little bit more to the left there. Or not parallel with the roads here. Alright.
Pierce County traffic, 43 Mike, departing runway 17, left close traffic, Pierce.
Yeah, it looks pretty good over there by Enum.
Shall I head off to the left there a little bit?
Yeah.
Looks clear out the window there. Need to drop a little altitude.
The airport's right down here.
I gotcha. Okay, good.
Okay, try a few more Dutch rolls.
Toward the tail end there, I was a little uncoordinated. Right there too. I let off the rudder too early. Oh, did it there too. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty kind of consistently or frequently letting off the rudder.
But you can see how
a little bit early.
Practicing that really helps your flying.
Yeah.
And
now I'm losing altitude. I keep looking at that, and it's hard to hold my altitude while I'm doing these Dutch rolls. I guess that's one more thing I need to think about.
now you got to kind of scan around and look for other traffic.
Yep.
There's all kinds of things you have to do.
Yep. Nope, didn't have enough rudder in there.
Let's hold this heading now for this.
Alright, we'll just parallel the road south.
Take a look at your compass. What it says.
Oh, it's catching up to us there. I haven't really been paying much attention to that.
Okay, about 340. That's pretty accurate.
For 3.
Okay, now just make a
330.
gentle roll to the left or to the right. Watch what it does.
It went the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay, now level off. Let's do a 180 to the left. Clear left.
That's nice up here, isn't it?
Yeah. Line yourself up on a north-south heading.
And please catch traffic. What's their mic is on
Good,
downwind,
right here.
landing base 17 Bears.
Okay, let's see what that compass.
So it was like 330, so it should be like 150 or something?
No, it's showing right now about 180.
And
Okay, now rock it gently to the left and right and see what it does. See?
oh, so that's correct.
Yeah, it's moving, but it's moving way ahead of you, isn't it? Turning a lot faster than you are. Okay, now let's go straight east.
Yeah, I've read this in the book, but haven't actually experienced it. It looks clear out that direction. So really, if it's critical for you to use this, you need to really be gentle with it and wait for it to settle down before you take a reading, huh?
Well, I just want you to see what its response is. Now I want you to roll it gently again.
Not moving.
Yeah. On east-west heading, it will almost not move. Pull out here just a minute. Okay, now we're gonna, here, I'll take the airplane.
All right, your plane.
Okay, now we'll take a look at, okay, now, that.
Oh. So we didn't turn direction at all.
We didn't
but the
turn
compass
at
is
all.
telling us we're moving. We're
Yeah.
pointing in a different direction.
See how it does that?
Huh.
Change speed. And that's what makes it dip on the east-west heading.
Okay.
But on a north-south heading,
So that was just because you sped up and then slowed down.
yeah.
It moved one way then the other way.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Huh.
So if you're on a easterly or a westerly heading, you know, the bank doesn't really have a lot to do with it.
Gotcha.
It doesn't move. But if we now it goes the opposite way.
Yeah.
And it'll go, it depends on whether you're on a, you know, what's your attitude. You're 47, pretty close.
Your radio's starting to cut out some.
Okay.
Okay, that's better.
We'll get,
There you go.
on this heading, we'll get about a 40-degree change just from banking. Okay, we got about 32 there now. 320. Now we got about 310.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. The reason that didn't do anything on the last one is because you see the tilt of this of the compass card is what makes it do that. It's called dip error. When we tilt the compass card, what we're doing is pointing the magnets down at an angle to the ground.
Okay.
So when we do that, then it picks up a vertical component of magnetism.
Okay.
Here, let's go back. We'll get back to the south here. Find some. Got a hole, or we're sort of losing the under. Okay. I'm not paying attention to my altitude at all.
Yeah, well, no harm done here. We're focusing on that compass.
Amperes, can you have 14 mic, final 1 Amperes.
Okay, you take the airplane.
Actually, you hold on to it just for another minute.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is take this transmit button and move it back over to you, because you're going to be making the radio calls for the rest of this flight at least, or until I can get this thing figured out. Okay, there we go. All right, my airplane.
Okay.
All right, what do we want to do now?
Okay, let's, we'll take off in this direction here up the river.
Practice my coordination a little bit there.
Okay, I want you to slow the airplane, maintain 2500, slow the airplane down to 70, and maintain 70.
I want to come to 1500, so we want carb heat when we're at 1500?
Yeah.
There we're down.
It's important that you don't lose altitude.
We're down to 70.
How are you going to keep it at 70 now? Add power, that's correctly. But how much? About 8.
That's the trick. That's the trick.
That's what we figured that out before, didn't we?
Yeah.
It'll come back to that every time. If the weight and everything is the same. Okay, let's slow it down.
Ampere turn traffic 45. On the upwind, going to be starting to the east last call, Pierce.
So 70, there's 60. There's 55.
Okay.
But I need more power because I'm losing altitude.
Notice how the nose wants to go left when you added that power?
Yeah.
Takes more power now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you added drag.
Right. We're in a real angle of attack now. So we're getting a couple hundred feet back that I lost. And we're close to 55.
Yeah, you're a little above 55. So
well, that's 55 exactly. Okay, there we go. Oh, gotcha.
There you go. You can probably back off on it a little there.
Yeah.
About 1900 maybe.
Yeah, because I went just back up to 100 feet over 25.
There you go. Good.
Well, it's a balancing act for sure.
Okay, now we're going to do some experiments with this speed. I want you to just close the throttle and maintain 55.
All right, heat. Close the throttle. Oops, close the throttle. And 55. My stick is in my gut.
Okay, look what your sync rate is.
Oh, over here you mean?
Yeah. Okay, now I want you to pick it up to 70.
And I don't want to fly with the throttle closed for too long anyway.
Yeah.
After what happened to us the other day. Alright, so I'm actually, I lost a bunch of altitude. So, let's see. Do you want to climb a couple hundred feet?
No, that's okay. We just don't pay too much attention to it. But keep the airplane going on a course.
So...
And get to 70. Then close the throttle again.
Okay, there's 70. Yep, carb heat.
All the way to idle.
And close the throttle. And then maintain 70?
Yeah, maintain 70.
So we're gonna drop the nose.
Let it stabilize at 70.
Yeah. And that's where I want to apply. There's full back trim. I think I veered to the right some during that.
Not doing what I thought it should do.
What were you thinking? What were you expecting?
I thought it would actually descend slow, you know, get a lower rate of descent at 70 than it did at 55.
The previous owner
but it's higher.
The previous owner thought the VSI might not be working right, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So maybe it is doing what you expected. We just aren't getting good readings here.
Okay, let's level off here at 1,500 feet. Let's go down to 1,500 feet.
Okay.
Pierce Can traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, taxi to runway 17, Pierce
You want to come down to 1,500. Oh. Okay, let me bring it down a little more.
Now, right straight in front of you is an airport. Down low.
Oh, gotcha, right there, right off the nose.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it's a good idea to always be keeping your eyes out for stuff like that, isn't it?
Holly Field.
Did we do the descending 360, the engine out maneuver to this field, but then we did the go around?
Yeah.
You remember that? Was that this field?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, there we are, 1,500.
Okay.
Look out.
Now let's head back to the airport. We'll do some takeoffs and landings.
All right. So we are at pattern
I
altitude.
think you're doing really good on handling the airplane.
I still definitely lack confidence.
Uh-huh.
So, but hopefully it gets there.
Well, we're not ready to turn you loose quite yet.
Good.
but you're doing really well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now we'll see how you find the airport.
Okay. Boy. Yeah. I do not know about that. So what we want to do is enter the 45 towards the north into the northbound downwind leg, right? To land 17?
Yeah.
So I know we flew to the northeast to the pattern. I believe we need to go over this hillside in front of us to get to the airport, and maybe one hillside beyond that. I'm just trying to remember what we did before when we returned to the airport from out here. And I think, is this 410? Highway 410?
Well, I'm looking down here at a river right now. I think that's the, what's the name of that?
I don't even know. That's not the White River, is it? I think the White River goes more to the north. It goes up towards Seattle. I'm not sure what that is. I don't remember.
I think that is I don't know. I don't know the name of the river. I know where it goes.
Yeah. And let's see. Well, I'm sure you're not going to let me inadvertently fly into a traffic pattern with other airplanes in it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to see if I can figure out where we're going here.
Yeah, we're still tuned in with Front Field.
Okay. I remember when we did this before, there was a water tower that we looked for, and we started our turn to the 45, I think, at that water tower. So that's something else. Well, we got a bunch of hills in front of us, so I'm thinking we want to go more off to the right. Because I think that's the Cascades right there, isn't it? Is that the Cascades?
No.
It's not? Are those the foothills of the Cascades in front of us?
Oh.
What are those?
Well, it's just hills.
Okay. Well, I don't want to fly into that cloud, so go this way a little bit. Try to fly coordinated. And it's actually, so this, let's see. So
they're about to fly into a cloud. Let's go down to 1200 feet. Anything you recognize? Which way have we been going?
So we're headed, actually,
we got a very reliable reference.
Right, so
right up there.
180. So we're going slightly west of south.
Flow plane 15 Golf outbound Matthew.
So west of south is
okay.
Roughly the right direction that we wanted to go.
All right.
So because we went to the.
What's that town?
I don't know this area that well. I'm not even sure. I know Buckley and Sumner and all those are out here. I just don't know the area that well.
That's Ording.
Ording, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so we flew to the northwest. We wanted to go roughly west of south, and that's what we're doing. So I think at least roughly we're going the direction we want to go.
Well, you're actually heading toward Kapowson right now. Turn right about 90 degrees.
Okay. And we're at 1200. We'll stay at 1200.
Anything yet that you recognize?
There's a water tower over there. Is that the water tower that we used to enter the 45? And is that the airport right there?
Yeah.
Yeehaw! Alright, well, I might not have found it on my own, but... Alright, so I'm going to make a beeline then for that water tower.
Well, that's not the water tower that we fly over.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
The other one is over here about 11 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, I got you. I think I see it there. It's more rounded on top, like a dome.
It's a kind of a flat dome
Okay.
type thing.
And it's got the white water tower in the distance directly behind it. Looks like north of the airport. It's lined up. Okay, then I'll shoot for that. And well, really, this is going to be more of an entry to the downwind from lined up on it, isn't it? Not a 45.
We're actually going to be entering a 45.
Oh, wait a minute.
The dome tower is right.
Oh, so
straight ahead of
that's not the airport right there.
The airport. If you look at the tower beyond it, beyond the grass, that is the one over by Walmart, or not Walmart, but
I don't even know the stores around here.
yeah.
So this is, I was thinking that this grassy patch was the airport, but that's
This
not.
one is southeast of the tower of the airport. The other one
Gotcha.
is southwest of the airport. Fred Meyer is right there by that other.
So then the airport's over that way.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you go to the tank,
Yep.
turn right and go northwest, you'll be on a 45.
All right. Good. That was a good exercise for me, even though I sucked at it. It was a good exercise.
You did okay.
Yeah, no, I had to think through a couple things, and I didn't quite get it, but it was good to have to think through. Use the compass.
Not exactly an easy thing to figure out.
Yeah, but no, it was good. I
Out
had to.
there dodging clouds.
Yeah, use the compass, use the sun.
96.
Try to remember where we had gone, so that was good.
Departing runway 17, Pierce County.
There is somebody.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
Pierce traffic,
Turn
beach
right
220,
about
650,
45
radio check.
degrees, and you'll be on a 45. Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo and a 45 over the tank for runway 17.
Oh, so here we are. I got it.
Yep.
And I don't see anybody in the pattern.
Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, turning downwind, runway 17, Pierce County. Guy just lifting off.
Okay. We're midfield. There's carb heat. Yep, everyone's taxiing to the north there. Don't see any airplanes about to run into us. That's good. Alright, now, this is going to be different than the other day a little bit.
Yep. Okay, we're past the end of the runway.
Oh. I already got it.
Now remember the altitude you got.
Oh.
You don't want to drop below 1,000 until you're on final, huh?
Yeah. So add a little throttle. Nobody coming in on final.
Okay. Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 13 kilo is on base, runway 17.
We got carb
Pierce
heat.
County traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, turning crosswind for runway 17, Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 13 kilo is turning final for runway 17. Full stop.
And I'm high. Fast.
Okay, so close the throttle,
Yeah, but it's all the way back.
turn, raise the
Pierce County
nose a
traffic,
little bit,
Cessna
and slow down.
9690 Hotel, turning
Don't want
downwind for
all
runway
this-
17, Pierce
Want a
County.
little less speed.
Yeah.
I had to help you there.
Yep, nope, that's okay.
Okay, keep her straight.
Yeah, I was having to do a lot of correcting there.
Well,
So,
you had the right wing down a little low, so you're drifting to the right,
okay.
and that's why you were landed a little sideways.
Yeah, that's one thing I was trying to do, was trying to keep the tail right, lined up down the runway, but...
Well, it wasn't doing it.
No. Yeah, well,
you were pushing the nose over to the left.
2739 Mike Foxtrot, departing 17, left coast traffic.
Yep.
There's County traffic, Luscombe 13 Kilo is just exiting the runway now.
Yep, I need to practice. All right. Shall we try that again?
Yep.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, turning base for runway 17, Pierce County.
Yeah, one thing I definitely need to work on is controlling the plane laterally and make sure I can put it right in the middle or wherever I want.
I'm going to demonstrate something.
I'm not saying I want to do that now, but it's something I need to learn for sure.
9690 Hotel, turning final for runway 17, Pierce County.
Because obviously on that one I was off to the right, and I know I needed to get it back to the left, but obviously, you know, I had my hands full trying to do that.
Still had the right wing low, see?
Oh,
the airplane's going to drift toward the low wing every time.
No, you know what? I know that, but I obviously didn't get it right, so something I need, that's something we'll work on sometime, I'm sure.
Ideally, you want to keep the nose parallel to the center line.
Yeah.
And you do that with the rudder.
2739 Mike Foxtrot, turning crosswind 17.
Yep, I know it. I just
you drift left and right with the wings.
Yeah.
With the bank.
Yep. Nope. I know all that. It's in my brain. I just can't make the plane do it yet.
Well, that's what I'm just going over it.
Yeah. No. Good. Good. Is this the AWAS or ASOS?
Pierce.
Is that what that is right there?
Mike Foxtrot, turning downwind 17.
There are a couple instruments there.
Pierce traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, departing runway 17 for left coast traffic, Pierce.
And I ballooned again a little bit, but it seems like the recovery was okay.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Your landing was fine.
I still need to work on that ballooning.
Yeah, I kind of like to level just a little higher than you did. You know, you were just a little...
to begin pulling back on the stick some, you mean?
Well, what I mean is to level off the airplane.
Yeah.
And then start losing speed.
Gotcha.
And then you can let it sink a little bit, you know, to get back down where you want.
Gotcha, okay.
That's why you got that little bit of extra speed when you enter the flare.
Right. Do you normally just clear any ice at this point after you've been idling for a long time?
Well, it's not a bad idea.
Okay, that's what my feeling is. So hit the brakes.
Yeah, I got it.
Heat's on. Let's go up to 17 or 18 for just a few seconds.
Right.
Pierce traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, turning crosswind for 17, Pierce.
Okay. Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 13 Kilo is taking a runway for takeoff 17, staying in a pattern.
Pierce County 739 Mike Foxtrot, turning base 17.
Pierce traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, turning downwind for 172.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna Luscombe 13 Kilo, taking off runway 17.
Pierce County 739 Mike Foxtrot, turning final 17.
There, perfect.
And when we did that, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I forgot to trim for takeoff, although frankly it doesn't feel too bad. It's a little bit nose up, but...
That was That was a good pitch attitude for takeoff.
Okay, good. That's one thing I'm trying to remember is get that pitch attitude so it just kind of flies itself off, but I'll keep working on it. I knew what we were going to do.
Okay, with your rudder, hold the nose parallel to the center line. Keep it parallel to the center line. Okay, left bank a little bit, keeping the nose parallel to the center line. See how that works?
Yeah, I just had all my wires crossed there.
Okay.
Yep, I just had all my wires crossed.
Okay, I'm going to do a demo on the...
County 739 Mike Foxtrot, turning base 17.
Alright, so that's in.
Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 1813 kilo, taking off runway 17 and staying in the pattern. Pierce County.
And the final looked clear. Okay, hang on just a second here. Okay, that should be good.
Six, 7, you guys looking to go up?
Not too terrible.
It's better with those land takeoffs.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little bit better about those. My confidence is increasing a little bit.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, turning base for runway 17, Pierce County.
Okay, I'll take the airplane.
Alright, your plane.
Now we're really high.
Yep.
So we're going to correct that.
You're going to slip?
By slipping.
Alright.
See, and you just hold the rudder all the way down, or part way down, and just bank the airplane to control your direction.
Got it.
Okay. Now we're off to the left a little bit.
Traffic RV5, Lima,
We'll line the airplane up and bank it that way. Now I'm going to hold it off, whoop. Now,
Yeah, there was a lot going on there. I know one little difference. I was coming in, I was trying to do 70, and you were closer to 60.
well,
so I think we did.
I was 60 because when you go into a slip,
Pierce County traffic, RV5, Lima, turn in final 17, full stop here.
Oh, it's not reading accurately, really.
it's not reading accurately.
Gotcha, okay. But it looked like when we were about to touch down, the airspeed actually was more like 55 than, you know.
No, that's probably right. It's
Okay.
That's about what you get for touchdown.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
You know, with the stall.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Pierce County traffic,
Soon as
Cessna
he's out of the way.
9690 Hotel,
Gotcha.
turning crosswind for runway 17, Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 13 kilo, taking off, runway 17. Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, turning downwind for runway 17, Pierce County.
Pierce traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey on final approach for 17 Pierce.
That wasn't too terrible.
Oh, that wasn't too bad at all.
I'm beginning to feel a little better about the takeoffs.
On the center line, looking good.
Pierce County traffic 172 pump Tango's left crosswind for 17 Pierce.
Okay, he is exiting.
Whoa!
Pierce traffic, Mooney 201X3 off, base for 17.
Huh. That was interesting.
Yeah, caught a little of his wake.
We did, for sure.
Uh-huh.
And yet, I still
Pierce traffic,
didn't do horribly.
off, final for 17 full top.
Well, that's manageable. If it had been a jet,
Oh.
it'd have turned you upside down.
Yep. Oh, well, I don't feel too bad about that one, actually.
Uh-huh.
Did you touch the rudders at all during rollout?
Never touched it, ever.
Okay, good. I felt a little bit better about the rudders on that rollout. I almost felt like I was in control.
172 pump Tango's left downwind for 17 Pierce.
Okay, one more.
Okay.
And we'll go home.
Good. Sounds good. Yeah, in the Pacific Northwest, it can be cloudy, and it doesn't matter too much. People are still going to be offline. Otherwise, they'd never fly, right? If it was just cloud, if you didn't fly when it was cloudy.
Cessna 739, Mike Foxtrot, turning crosswind 17, left crosswind.
Yeah, if it had to be perfectly clear,
Yeah.
you wouldn't do much flying.
Yeah, exactly. This is good. This is a good experience for me to kind of be in and among the clouds.
Pierce traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, take departing runway 17 for less close traffic, Pierce.
Learn that I can be up in some of the clouds if I'm in the right airspace anyway.
Pierce County 739, Mike Foxtrot, turning downwind, left
So
17.
that's good experience. As we're getting this guy's spot, let's just clear any ice that might be in there, just for good measure. Yeah, that one day when I pushed the throttle in and nothing happened, that makes me think about ice now. So, easy enough to clear it on occasion.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, departing runway 17, Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic 172 pump Tango's left crosswind for 17 Pierce.
Alright, we'll keep facing on to final approach here so we can see if anyone's coming and hit the brakes. I'll go ahead and do a little run up here. Is that enough, do you think, to clear any ice if there's ice in there?
Oh, yeah.
Just a few seconds?
No, you could tell it's running smooth.
I don't
Pierce
know.
traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, turning crosswind for 17.
I see this guy coming, but I haven't heard anybody else and don't see anybody
No, I don't see
on
anybody.
final, so let's go ahead and mosey on out here. That guy's in the air.
Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 1813 Kilo is taking off runway 17, staying in the traffic pattern. Pierce County.
Pierce traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey on the downwind number 2 for 17 Pierce.
That trim fixed. Should have done that before.
Traffic White Cub is about a 2.5 mile 45 for 17. I'll be number 3 on the downwind.
Pierce County 739, Mike Foxtrot, turning base 17.
Started out a little bit crooked on the ground. I should have fixed that before we started moving.
Straighten it out.
Yeah.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 9690 Hotel, turning crosswind for runway 17, Pierce County.
Pierce County traffic 172 Papa Tango's turning left downwind for 17 Pierce.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna or Luscombe 13 Kilo. On final, looks like we're number 2 for landing, Pierce County.
Yeah, we're flying through some of that guy's turbulence, huh?
Oh, you got a...
Yep.
Path
left downwind.
position, you're right on the top of the right path.
Yep.
Clear, traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, number 3 it appears for the downwind, clear, for 17.
He's clear.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at my airspeed and where I am on the glide slope. I'm at 70, so... At 70... Huh, what do you know?
Pretty good one.
I think that was my best one yet. I ballooned a teeny tiny little bit, but then it ended up coming in nice and gently. I'm very, very happy with that.
Yep.
That's a really great one to
right
finish on.
back to the center, that's good.
I'm very happy to finish on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's quit now, let's quit.
Okay.
Because that was a good one. If we do it again, I'll crash the plane probably. Alright.
I doubt that.
I'll take you back home. What the heck am I doing?
Lightbox, are you going to be going?
We'll wait for him to get off the runway.
Oh, okay, good.
Pierce County traffic 172 Papa Tango's turning left base for 17 Pierce.
Alright, this time I'll let you announce that we're clear of the runway so they can actually hear what we're saying.
Pierce County 739,
your taxiway is straight across.
Left close traffic.
Okay.
Clear, traffic, Beechcraft 2306 Whiskey, departing to the east.
Gotcha.
Today.
Gotcha.
Pierce County traffic, Luscombe 13 Kilo is clear of runway 17, Pierce County.
Thank you. Yeah, that last landing was actually kind of gentle.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Pierce County 172 Papa Tango, short final 17 Pierce.
And here we are. Yeah, it feels good to end with a good, something good, doesn't it? And it's no fun to end on a bad one. Good, you know, I feel definitely increased confidence on the takeoffs, and I feel like I'm just barely starting to get a little more confidence on the landings.
Oh, you're doing good.
I'll just pull straight in here.
Your flying is looking pretty darn good. Your coordination is really good for a guy, you know, with your experience level.
Yeah, I feel like I need to keep working at the coordination.
Papa Tango's on the go for 17.
Because I
work on it all the time.
I can sometimes I think I'm detecting a lack of coordination, but I'm, you know, so I try to work on it.
Pierce County traffic, 401 Tango.
You know, try to make adjustments.